Mr. Anakin Spector is the next author. Which also says the personal file of Mr. Andrew Kenneth Spector. Does not seem to... It seems like the SCP that we're about to read is the only SCP they wrote. They also wrote potentially 2 tales. But yeah, it's the only SCP Mr. Anakin Spector wrote. The Hanging Tree. Alright. Nice and short. Here we go. A Hanging Tree. Up to class safe. Special containment procedures. An area of 10 square meters around the farthest reaching branch of SCP-2125 is to be monitored by female person. By the way, if it's called Hanging Tree and it's about a noose again, is to be monitored by female personnel at all times. There will be no less than 1 guard posted inside a facility near SCP-2125 that's designed to look like an old wooden shed. The shed will have a rectangular hole such that anyone facing the hole would see a seated figure. I'm sorry, but I need to eat 1. Just 1 or 2. There we go. At all times, there will be no less than 1 guard posted inside a facility near SCP-2125 designated to look like an old wooden shed. The shed will have a rectangular hole such that anyone facing the hole would see a seated figure inside the shed. The words Stephanie's Camping Paradise are to be painted above the opening. Should any civilians approach the shed, they are to be informed that Stephanie's Camping Paradise is out of supplies. If the civilians remain after all attempts to maintain cover and persuade them to leave have been made, the personnel are authorized to remove them by force. Description: SCP-2125 is a white oak tree, Quercus alba, located in the forest in New York. It is 40 meters tall and has several branches that extend parallel to the ground. The longest of the branches is 35 meters. All of the branches are covered in an unknown species of vine that appear to be different organisms than the tree itself. Though they terminate in its bark. The vines are wrapped around SCP-2125's branches and end in loops that hang off of the branches. Loops vary in diameter and are completely inactive until SCP-2125's anomalous properties manifest. When a human male referred to as the subject enters the area between... Jesus Christ, that moth scared me. It just like flew into my face. When a human male referred to as the subject enters the area beneath any branch of SCP-2125, a previously inanimate vine from the branch above the subject will uncoil and seize him by wrapping its looped around the subject's neck. God! Another noose, man! What is up with... That's 3 noose... Well, okay. John had a noose involved. It wasn't noose-specific SCP, but why do we have 2 noose-related SCPs in the same reading session, man? The subject will then be lifted by the vine and suspended until he dies of asphyxiation. After the subject is deceased, the vine will release the body and return to an inactive state. All testing done with human females caused no anomalous reaction from SCP-2125. A disused portion of a dirt trail leads to an unmarked grave beneath SCP-2125. The letter A and D are carved into its trunk. Addendum A. Excavation of the grave site revealed the skeleton of a man aged 20 to 35 years, as well as a collection of badly damaged documents and a well-preserved noose. Documents and noose were protected from complete decomposition by a closed metal box. The legible parts of the documents have been transcribed below. September 10th, 18... Annie, you know I love you. I can take good care of you, and you do not. You know that. It's not my fault if your pa can see it. Meet me near the tree tonight. Forever yours, Danny. September 12th, 18. Annie, it's fine. I know that you did not tell your brothers about us. Your pa must have found my letter and tell them to come beat me under a tree. They don't think I'm good enough for you, Annie, so they told all sorts of untrue things about us. That you didn't love me and I was stopped coming over and writing letters to you. It's fine, Annie. I know you didn't say those things about me. Meet me near our tree at night when you get the chance. Love, Danny. September 25th, 18. Annie, I'm so sad. I am missing you so much. I figure your pa and brothers have you locked up somewhere in your delusional motherfucker in your house, but I'm too scared to come and get you. I don't want to be beaten again, but I will come anyways. Your pa won't think I'm no good for you, coward. Wait, your pa won't think I'm no good for you, coward. When I come and get you, I'll come and get you, and we will run far away from here and get married till death do us part. Love, Danny. Please, Annie. Annie, okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? September 16, 18. September 26th, 18. Annie, I'm so sorry they came after me so fast. I just wasn't thinking. My finger just pulled the trigger a few times. You know, I didn't want to kill them, just show them that I'm not a coward and I could be good for you, Annie. I heard you screaming in the back room, but I ran when the blood started to get all muddy like around my feet. My feet. They'll hang me. I know it. I do not want to meet our Lord so soon, Annie. We were supposed to be married and get old together before he called us. I'm gonna run, Annie. Run far away from the hangman and come back for you one day. I promise. Forever your love, Danny. Local half-wit charged with murder, hanged until dead. Daniel, a young man employed by the family, was executed yesterday. Those interviewed described Daniel as a simple soul that would never harm anyone. Townspeople were therefore shocked to learn that Danny was obsessed with Mr. daughter, Annie. He imagined that they were in love and that Mr. and his 3 sons were conspiring to keep Miss from him. Miss declined to comment. His last words were, I'll never let another man touch you, Annie. No one else will love you or meet you on our tree. I swear I won't let them. He was hanged off of the old oak tree. So the reason why the tree hangs men is because dear Daniel is not letting a single man get close to that barn. That's intense. It's also messed up that he's clearly delusional. Is that based on that one weird ghost episode? Like, wasn't there like some sort of like show back in the 90s? It was like, oh yeah, things are haunted around here, and it was about like a guy who was in love with a girl, but then like she never loved him back, and then he killed himself with his own axe by accident, and then ever since then he's like haunting people. Is that what it's based on? Because it sounds like similar with like oh, man who's in love with a girl. They never were in love. His actions got him killed. And then he decides like, oh, even in death I shall keep people away from you. Kinda sounds like that. Be ashamed. Be a darn shame that like some people are crazy. Some people are wild.